Hi and good morning, everybody, and welcome to my desk. Thought I'd show everybody my wonderful Winnipeg hoodie supporting us, of course. This message is going out actually to the Manitoba Government. So I want to say hello to Wab Canoe, our premier, of course. And I want to say hello to Miss Fontaine. Nahani Fontaine, I believe that's how you say your name. Forgive me if I butchered it. I am a proud Winnipeg resident, and also been doing TikTok and of course YouTube and that sort of thing for the last year and a bit. Sort of been my side hobby and fun, and just sort of doing creative videos. But as a Manitoban, I've lived my life here as a carpenter, a painter, and I've been in the trades for over 30 years. I have built in our proud city here in Winnipeg, all along PEM. I have worked in government records buildings. I have helped restore schools. I have done a lot. But nothing makes me as proud as what I would like to say to you today. You see, I don't like all the negativity that all of this is bringing everywhere. And I know you know what I mean. I mean, it's the tariffs, it's all that. So rather than speaking to the hardships and to the potential of that, I would like to speak to solutions and the potential for growth. Because it is with growth that I have come up with something amazing for you all. And I would very much appreciate the Manitoba government's support in coming to the table with me and coming to an agreement to erect in Manitoba, in as many places as you would like, my self-sustaining greenhouse. Yes, you heard that. Self-sustaining greenhouse. Now, you're going to ask, how can a greenhouse be self-sustaining? I mean, it needs things. It needs, right? But yes, you're right. It does. It needs things. So I'll give you a little bit of a breakdown just to help you understand where my idea is coming from. So let's take, for example, a 30 by 40 metal building, okay? And I've already done a lot of the cost analysis on this, so let's say it would take roughly $18,000 to erect this metal building, and then roughly another $10,000, of course, to throw down the pad for it and whatever else, okay? So you're going to put this greenhouse together with a 30 by 40 metal building, and you're going to utilize solar power paneling for the top, so that it gives it its electricity, along with backup batteries. That's how my design has worked in any event. I've also come up with a water collection filtration system. Now, eventually this system may have various uses, including for homes and communities. But for now, it sits with my greenhouse. And this is my brainchild in this endeavor, is the water filtration system. Because essentially I utilize rain and snow in order to be able to feed my plants the water they need. So there is no power being taken from the grid, there is no water being taken from the system, and it all runs with lights and timers. Okay? So yes, it is self-sustaining in that respect. Now, of course, the wonderful thing about my greenhouse idea is that it also comes with the ability for staffing people, okay? And that is something that I think has to come now. If we're looking at switches in what we're doing, then that also has to encompass it. So it was with that in mind that I thought that each greenhouse that was built in a 30 by 40 of my design would then need roughly 5 to 7 people to help keep the plants going, check machinery, check water levels, and make sure that everything is running smoothly. I did this to make vegetation and food sovereignty a thing in our province. Okay. I did it with the idea in mind that although what we're facing will not be a quick sprint, but a marathon, and that we all must come together and make that marathon as great as possible for us all. Okay. And I have taken the initial idea and I have expanded it to a 70 by 160 building as well. Now, I did that for a very specific reason, and that's a part of the marathon with me. I want dwarf tree saplings, apples, oranges, plums, peaches, pears, and possibly grapevines. Because if we have a greenhouse, we can control the environment within it. This will allow us to produce our own fruit. Now, granted, dwarf trees need roughly 10 feet of space between them. But if you build a large enough building, even a couple of them, and you start producing those fruit trees with me now, then in a couple of years, when they are mature and they are producing, we will be okay. We will have fruit. And perhaps, and this is my hope now, that by making some of these small adjustments and helping each other and developing these ideas, that we can then turn around and offer it to the rest of our nation and help them as well. That is my goal. That is really what I want to do with this idea. I don't want to commercialize it, really. I mean, I do in the individual sense, where I would love for individual peoples to have the ability to grow their own produce. And by the way, my idea is a year-round growth sustainability, okay? My greenhouse allows us to produce year-round. So our growing season no longer affects us. And we just got to use the great sun. And we have enough snow in the winter, so I mean, I don't see that as being an issue for water. And we definitely get rain. So, yeah, that is my idea. And I would love for you all to come on board with me and put this project together in a very real and fast way to allow not only Manitobans, but potentially the rest of the country, the opportunity to say that we can grow our own food, that we will be okay, and that we stand united together. That is what I want. That is my message to you all. And I hope that you reach out. And I hope that you understand that this really could be an amazing thing for us all. And it isn't just my wish to see it in our city here in Winnipeg or in the country. Although, you know, if we're growing trees, we will need a large piece of land. But it is my wish that it also goes to every First Nations community in northern Manitoba and all of Manitoba. Because I don't think it's fair that northern people have to pay so much. And I know firsthand, I did my carpentry stint in the northern communities in Manitoba. I've built things and places there for them. Okay. So I very much want this for everybody concerned. So I invite you to come to the table with me to help put my idea to reality for our province and potentially our country, and give all of us a brighter look at the future. And I want to thank you for tuning in and listening and for hearing my idea. And I want to thank everybody else out there for continuing to listen and continuing to tune in and support my greenhouse initiative. Because, as I said, it's not a sprint. It's going to be a marathon. So I'm running it for the long haul. So thank you so much, everybody. And until next time, don't forget to hit subscribe and like and comment and all those wonderful things. And thank you so much for your support. Manitoba, and Canada. My brothers and sisters, peace.